Well, 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 just leaving the Muckle Street Casino Super Bowl viewing party as we just witnessed the Denver Broncos take down the Carolina Panthers 24-10 in a very unexpected, even I had the score flipped, game in which the Broncos shocked the world and proved once again that defense wins championships, and the Panthers, well, aren't quite there yet. Almost there, but there was a bigger bully on the block today. Congratulations to the Denver Broncos and to Peyton Manning. Most likely, that was his last game. I don't see why it wouldn't be. He can now retire right off into the sunset and call it quits on top, which is pretty cool. Any player who can do that, you know, it's a pretty amazing way to close out a career. Obviously, you look back at that game, Peyton Manning really didn't do much to win that game. He just didn't lose it for him, unlike CamNewton did for his. I mean, the defenses were both tough on both sides in that third quarter. It was just like slugfest, hitting back and forth, body blow, jab, jab, no knockout punch. The knockout punch came in the fourth quarter by the Denver Broncos defense, knocking the ball out of CamNewton's hands as he dropped back to pass. And I think that's what they counted on. You could tell the play calling, they did not want to have Peyton Manning make a mistake and allow the Panthers an easy score. And that's exactly what the Panthers did. They did exactly what the Broncos did not do. And it cost them the game. And man, what a performance. I mean, that Broncos team proved that they really are the best team in all of football, being able to defeat the outgoing Super Bowl champs, the Patriots, and now beating the Panthers, who had the best record in the league. He proved they were the best team on the field, and so they earned it. I'm very, how do I put it? Like I said, I'm happy for the Broncos because it's weird to be cheering on a team that you just were always against for so many years, but they deserve this. And so just a big congratulations and a big thanks for taking down the Panthers. Now, you all know how I feel about the Panthers, about CamNewton and his antics. And I said before that when CamNewton, when the going gets tough, and he really hasn't had it tough this whole season, it was going to test to see how he'd hold up. And he ran into the toughest test of the season this year, and he got beat up. He got beat up just like Brady did when they played against the Broncos in Denver for the AFC Championship game. It'll be interesting to see how the Panthers bounce back from this, because it's clear that they've got a very talented team. They got a great defense, good running game. Newton is a good quarterback, special player. But, this game often comes down to mindset and kind of managing your emotions, managing how you respond to adversity. And I said, I don't know if he had what it would take to handle that. And we'll see how he handles it long term, or at least medium term, between now and next year. As the Seahawks well know, it is very, very, very hard to appear in a Super Bowl and repeat again the following year. And, we should have done it twice in a row, failed at the goal line, and we all know how that turned out. Panthers now have to deal with the weight of bearing the title of another team that almost won a Super Bowl, that almost had a perfect season. And you know what happens to those teams? No points for second place. No trophies for second place. Just another footnote in the annals of NFL history as a team that almost made it. But for, I know, Panther fans out there, we know the disappointment. We know how it feels. And, you know, see how they respond next year. But that was a good game. It was fun to watch. It was close. It was exciting. And as I said, I did not expect this from the Broncos. I didn't think, and really what played out was what I thought, that Peyton Manning did not have the ability to drive the team down multiple times to get multiple scores. And he really had that opening drive, which only led to a field goal. And after that, it was a defensive touchdown and a bunch of field goals, often aided by turnovers. They could have had a lot more points if they had converted in the red zone, because I believe they had at least 2 red zone possessions that they did not convert on. They converted on the final one, which is the one that really counted the most. But what I said, the key for the Broncos winning this game was the defense would have to come out fast. They would have to come out and hit Carolina in the mouth and not allow them to get out on top early. The Broncos would have to score first, and they did. And they got off to, you know, what was it, 2-score lead before the Panthers came back and to score theirs. Because I really believe the Panthers had scored first and gotten the other way around, gotten 10 over the Broncos to start off the game, I'm sure they would have won that game. So the Broncos, their only chance was they had to score first, and they'd have to win the turnover battle, and they did that big time. Big time. So, you know, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the way this season ended, all things considered. And now I'm excited to turn the page on the 2015-2016 season and start looking ahead to the free agency, the draft, and start it all over again. And hopefully we can put our sights on Super Bowl 51 in Houston, Texas, and get off to a little bit better start this year and see what happens. That's it. Not going to be done. I'm definitely not done doing videos. I'm going to keep myself busy during the off season, posting things. I got a few unfinished videos that I have been meaning to post, and I'll do that anyway, just so for those of you who are curious to see some of these game videos that I never got to post, or the ones that have footage with the game reactions. I'm going to put that up. And I got another Ask Norb episode 2 to do, kind of answer questions that you guys have for me. So we can start right here. If you end up watching this whole thing and you catch this, send in your comment, and you can ask me anything about me, about football, about whatever, and I'll take the best questions out of the bunch and answer them on my next Norb blog. It'll be the special Ask Norb blog. All right. So that's it. Super Bowl's over. Broncos won. And on to the next year. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Go Hawks. Go Hawks!